Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to do a quick video here and introduce how to, or demonstrate how to use this really cool gadget, diamond painting ruler or guide. It's not really a ruler, it's more of a guide to make sure that your beads are drilled precisely and they don't go wonky. Really kind of cool. I got it on Amazon Prime. I think I paid $4 or $5 for it and a couple dollars of shipping. It was not eligible for Prime shipping. You'll notice here on the edges, it's solid. These solid pieces are what is intended to stick to your tacky canvas. Don't think otherwise, you're doing it wrong if you do. The mesh does not stick to your canvas. The intention of the mesh is for it to float above your tacky and for the beads to go through the mesh itself. Like my little fidget spinner here, kids. A little fidget spinner, a little four-wayer there. Okay, so the point here is that when you drill your beads, the beads should go through the hole, leaving the mesh to float just above that little arch or dome of the bead. Follow? Okay, so to place your ruler, again, the solid portion goes on the tacky. That's what sticks to your sheet. I'm going to hand this over here, if you can take that for me, and I'm going to work two-handed. Okay, so as I position it, I'm going to go nice and snug on those jagged edges and hug the beads that are already there. And then I'm going to press down on the solid side and press that onto my tacky. She's stuck. It should be in place. It shouldn't go anywhere. Furthermore, this is not stuck. See how that mesh is not sticking to my tacky? It's not intended to. Most people make the mistake of trying to stick it on there. All right, so from here, I just want to kind of brag a little bit. I'm kind of set back on the recliner. I've got my painting palette all set up, labeled, and ready to rock and roll. So let me show you a couple demonstrations, and then I'm going to click pause and finish up my section here. And we'll come back and I'll show you how it's removed once you're done working your section. Before I do that, a note on sections. How I work my project as a whole is I cut roughly 4-inch squares of parchment paper. I remove the factory overlay completely, whether it's clear or it's the white opaque stuff, doesn't matter. I remove it completely and I overlay my parchment onto the tacky. You can reuse your parchment, and you just lay your parchments over on top of each other all the way across your canvas. And as you work, this stays clean. You can pick any parchment. Obviously I'm working here. Off goes the parchment, and it can be reused. Another project, another place, another time. Another note is this ruler is set up. As you can see, I used a magic marker, and my OCD rear will probably go back with my little pretty white label maker and make little labels to put on there, of course. But you can see each one of these is the size of the pin. So this is a six-hole pin, and here's a 3-hole pin, which should fit 3-hole. So it's all spaced out. Each one of these bars represents a different size pin and creates your measurements. Okay, so off to drilling. Meister, if you can take that for me and let me demonstrate a couple drills. A little bit tighter on the zoom, please. Thank you. So let's see here. I'm going to start with number 2 and try not to get into his camera view here. Again, the mesh is not touching and the bead goes right through the hole. You hear that little click? Should make a little click and a snap. And once it goes in, it stays in just like it would if you had no ruler. Same thing, see? Okay? And you just keep poking the beads through the holes. Poke, a poke, a poke. And you can let me try a four-piecer here. I do the 4-piecer, 3 and 4-piecer a lot. Sometimes I use them for 2 and 3 beads. Here's a 4-piecer. Now, with a 4-piece, I'm going to lay it on there, and you'll love my fidget spinner here. I'm going to twist this and push, 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 push. In place. Done. And it should, see, completely. All right, let me hit pause. Let me work this little section. The ruler in itself is 1 inch across and 4 inches in height. The space I'm working here is about 1 by 3 inches, and I'm going to guess it's going to take me 10 or 12 minutes to work this section. So let me click pause, let me work this, and we'll be right back. Okay, that was probably about 11 minutes and 32 seconds, according to my stopwatch here. So I did a 3 inch, because I got 1 inch overlapping, 3 inch by 1 inch section in under 12 minutes. And again, the only thing stuck to my canvas are my beads and the flat edge of my ruler. This, the mesh, should be floating above the dome on the beads. If I don't get that twisted in there. Tweezers. Everybody has tweezers. So you can see how that mesh just floats above the domes. Got it? All right. A lot of people, I've seen people post using this thing the exact opposite direction of what it's supposed to be used. It's kind of funny. Hold this for me, please. Let me demonstrate. So I just take the edge of my tweezers and I just gently slide it up, and it just comes right off just like that. Voila. Perfection like no OCDer can ever. So much satisfaction. It's perfection. It's a click, it's a snap. And if it don't fit, if the beads are too big and you go to pop your ruler off, like I just did, sometimes you'll get 1 or 2 beads that stay in the ruler and open up the canvas. That tells you that you have beads that are too large. They need to be disposed of. Or you can try to, some of them I might try to pop through and go ahead and replace them manually. So as you just keep right on moving here. So on to the next. Off we go. And just to keep on polka dotting, folks. Have a great polka dotting day. See you soon. Bye.